Dan Hawkins here with my lovely wife Carol, and we're going to be talking today about the V2L adapter. That's the vehicle to load. In electronics, we talk about the load being whatever the battery charge goes into to make it work. So this is the V2L adapter. It plugs in on the outside of our charge port, and we run a cord out of it. And right now we're going to show Carol how to run the part of the inside of the car. Now this is pretty automatic. You plug it in, you wait for it, you have to open the charge port door, you plug it in, and before 30 seconds you have to push this button on the back to activate it. So, and to unlock it, you push the button to stop it, you unlock the car door, and then you pull it out. And it's not as big as it appears in the Ioniq lens. All right, so, there's not much you need to know except for it will pull power from the battery, so you need to know how to limit the amount of power in the battery before it runs your battery dead and you can't drive your car to get it charged up. So, Carol, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so on the screen there you see the little EV emblem.
Yep.
Okay, press the EV emblem, and that brings up this screen that shows the car. And this pathway says how much range we have. And this is the range with the heat on. If we turn off the heat, we get this range. So over in the right-hand corner, it says
V2L.
Right, EV charge transfer V2L. Push that. Okay, now, this brings up a screen that says EV charge transfer settings with percentages on it. Those percentages are the amount that the battery can get down to before we have to unplug. I mean, that actually it will turn itself off when it gets down to this 30%. So to change that, Carol, choose 50%. Okay, so now the battery will only discharge to 50% before the VTL shuts off. And sadly, our lawn guy has decided to run his machine right at this second, but fortunately, it's not going to be too bad. So, Carol, put the charge level back to 30%.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
I didn't really understand why we were putting a limit on the 30 to 50% or whatever percentage we put there. Why are we doing that?
So that limit is to keep us from actually working so hard with our power tools that we run the battery dead and the car is dead there. So
it stops there.
So it stops running the V2L adapter there, and then 30% is probably going to give us about 50 miles, maybe a little bit more to go to a charger, which means we're rarely ever 50 miles away from a charger. And that's all you need to do. Now it's just a matter of plugging this in, running it until you're either done with your job or it gets down to 30% and shuts itself off by itself, and you're good to go. And one of the reasons why I wanted to make this video is every kind of car review I've ever seen goes, oh, you can plug your laptop in it. Well, you can plug your laptop in it, but it's actually a tool that allows you to run real power tools and get real jobs done. And you could even charge a car with this if you had to. So, I'm going to demonstrate today a couple of things that you could do with it that shows the real power of the V2L adapter in the Ioniq 5. Okay, sometimes you just find yourself someplace where you don't have AC, and just having an infinite amount of supply from your car makes it pretty nice. So you plug in the V2L adapter wherever you are, turn the little button on till this green light comes on, and then you are ready for business. Let's go chop down a little tree over here. And there you go. No problem whatsoever for the Ioniq 5 to just run the old chainsaw. Okay, after you've done your chainsawing or whatever else you're doing, sometimes it's necessary to actually clean up. So you might need to use your big blower. This is a DeWalt, pretty husky blower. Let's turn this thing on here. You have to turn it on within a minute after you plug it in. So there you go. When you turn this thing off, push the button at the end. You cannot actually get it out of the car until you unlock the car. All right, here we are at the end of the day, and we got all our work done. I think we need a latte. What do you think? Let's grind some coffee here. Whoops, let's turn that on first. Let's turn the machine on. We got the car on. Okay, let's make a latte. All right, we got 2 full shots there. Let's get this down. Let's press her down there. Pull a couple shots. So nothing like after a long day out in the woods, making yourself a latte. Okay, here's another grind here. Put that filter size down there, right? I'm used to working in these kind of conditions. I don't want to talk too loud because I think this mic is peaking. All right, let's get this pulled here. Gonna make 2 lattes today, one for me and one for my lovely wife Carol here. So we're gonna put 3 shots in each latte. And so and this camera's filming right here. So. All right, pulling a nice shot there. Tad on the strong side. Looks pretty good though. Lots of caramel in there.
Strong is good.
Anyway, I think you're going to get some serious proof once we foam the milk that this is a doable thing. Although I have to admit, it's a little messier than in the kitchen, but I guess when you're out in the woods, it doesn't really matter. There we go, perfect. Perfect. Got the brewing process all done. All we need to do at this point is steam that milk. There we go. Okay. Get the milk out here. And sort of cleaned out there for a second. All right, let's get some milk in here. Oh, that wasn't good. Good thing the cap was on that. All right. Pour some milk in here. Now, I'm actually going to run the thermometer on this so that you can see how fast the temperature comes up. This Breville Breast Express isn't that fast anyway, but you know, you'll see it come up. I'm going to pull this camera over here so maybe it gets a nice shot of the thermometer. build the steam up. And there it goes. Now the key to steaming milk is when you're all done with this, it should look about the same as coffee. As paint when you pour it into the cup. That's when you know that you have good film. And it kind of looks like exterior house paint consistency when it goes into the cup. If you do that, then you know that you've steamed the milk perfectly. And this first one's going to be for Carol, then I'm going to make myself one after that. She likes hers extra hot in this 160 degree range. I usually cut mine off at 140, but we're going to make...
170, I think.
No, we're not doing 170. That's like scald the milk.
No, 180 scalded.
We're not going that high. Like I said, this Breville Barista Express is a lightweight machine. It makes great coffee, but it's not the fastest at steaming the milk. So we are going to get there, but it's just going to take a little bit longer. And there we go. We're coming up. Coming up. Coming up. Getting some good. There we go. Get rid of that. Pull this out right here. Whoops, I made a big mess there trying to work around all my cameras. And as we pour this out, you're going to see that it is just about the consistency of house paint. It is pretty. Carol, can you come over here and kind of point that camera in the cup here? Let's see if I can do. I'm horrible at latte art, but you know, there you go.
Picasso.
There you go. Figure out what it is. It's a Rorschach test. Okay, that's one latte. You want to taste it and see how it looks? How it is? There you go. You can quit recording. You can taste it. What are you doing? Taste it. As good as at home?
Yeah, delicious.
I thought so.
In the driveway is as good as home.
Okay, we're going to do one more for me here because you know what?
It would have been better if it was a little hotter.
No, that's as hot as I make them at home. We young people, we don't like our coffee too hot. We like to be able to taste it. And, I know old people, they like to sip their super hot coffee. But we young people, we don't like it like that. Too hot.
Get the idea. You don't need to repeat it.
Okay, there you go. That is second latte down there. It's a little bit more rugged than doing it at the house, but not too bad. When we got that nice paint consistency, we're going to try to make a little more. We'll try latte art again, although not my forte. That's not what I do. And once again, big failure. So, here we go.
Let's see.
That's good. Delicious. So there you go. The Ioniq 5 can make lattes. So if you need to start your own business, buy an Ioniq 5 with a V2L vehicle to load adapter, plug it into a Barista Express from Breville, and you can have a latte business right out there on the street. You can probably charge $10 for a latte like this.